This video will show you just how Terrapodean could help you get into your new home faster. Meet Frank. Frank is a builder. He's self-employed and has taken some time off over the past couple of years to care for his father. His partner has irregular work as a gardener. They want to buy a house and start a family. They have tried to secure mortgage finance in the past, but each time they've tried, the banks have knocked them back. So Frank puts a listing on Terrapodean. They work on their budget and figure they can afford $700 a week rent and option fee. They put these details into their listing and note that they want to live within 50 kilometres of Byron Bay. Frank is contacted by a number of sellers and investors. He narrows it down to 2 people he thinks he can work with. Sarah is looking to sell her home. She doesn't want to pay real estate agents to manage the sale, and she wants to know her property is going to someone who will care for it. She's willing to consider vendor finance and rent-to-own arrangements. Julie is an investor. If she's satisfied with Frank's creditworthiness and plan of action, she's willing to help Frank buy the house he wants. Julie will act as a bridge between the current owner and Frank. She will buy the property herself and then enter into a rent-to-own agreement with Frank. Frank goes around to have a look at Sarah's place. They get along, but Sarah's place isn't exactly what Frank is looking for. So Frank talks to Julie. Julie tells Frank to find the property he wants, figure out the terms he needs, and get back to her. Frank starts looking and pretty soon finds the perfect place at a reasonable price. So Frank and Julie agree to do a rent-to-own agreement together. Julie buys the property with her own finance and creates a rent-to-own agreement for the property with Frank. The first part is a regular rental agreement for $450 a week. This is what Frank was paying at his old place. The second part is the option. Frank pays an upfront option fee of $5,000 and agrees to pay an ongoing option fee of $250 a week for 3 years. At the end of 3 years, Frank has the option to purchase the property at an agreed price. In this case, the agreed price is $600,000. They decided to take the current sales price and add growth of 7% per annum, which is about average for the region. They are both happy with this and it gives both parties certainty. Frank is able to move into the property straight away, and he is free to make improvements and add value as he likes. After 3 years pass, Frank exercises his option to purchase the property at the agreed price. In that time, he has paid $250 a week for 3 years, which is $39,000, plus the upfront option fee of $5,000, equaling $44,000. He adds in $16,000 of his own savings, taking his deposit up to $60,000, or 10% of the purchase price. His work situation is more stable now, and so he's able to take out a mortgage from a credit union for the remainder. With the mortgage, Frank pays off Julie, and the house is now his.